all protocol observed. For the sake of time, allow me to quickly introduce myself. Dr. Simon Zugay. I'm the CEO of Nakasero. I'm also was privileged to be the attending physician of the late Honorable Mary Karoro Okurut. The late was admitted in Nakasero about 26 days ago, to be exact, on the 21st of July. She personally called me, looked for me, complaining that she was not breathing well. So I had an opportunity to see her, visit her, and evacuated her to the hospital. When she was admitted at the hospital, we quickly assembled a team that did an analysis evaluation and made a few observations. I had known her for quite a while, over 15 years ago, and she had had a chronic lung condition. In the medical terms, we call it sarcoidosis. It's a kind of lung disease that affects people. It's quite relatively rare. It does occur. It's not infectious, and we don't know yet whether it's hereditary, but it does exist in this world. She had known of this condition for quite a while. Diagnosis had been made. She'd made wide consultations in Uganda, South Africa, Dubai, and even Nairobi. At the time I'd seen her over 15 years ago, she was already on some treatment to try and contain or control this condition. In this condition, patients tend to have complications that are known. It tends to cause chronic progressive scarring of the lung, and that tends to affect the way the lung works, specifically breathing in oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide. And that leads to some complications, directly from the condition, but also from the medicines we normally use to try and control this condition. So when we saw her, when she called me and I saw her, at that time she was struggling to breathe. She has been using oxygen at home to try and help the lung. When we admitted her, evaluated her, we found her, in addition to the severe lung scarring from this condition, she had also developed clots in the lung and some other complications related to the medications, basically infections in the lung. We admitted her, aggressively treated her, to try and see if we can reverse the events. She needed ICU care. We admitted an intensive care unit. We gave her the treatment that would support her breathing and also control the progression of the condition. With time, we noticed the lung was progressively failing, and she reached a point where we had to make a decision to support her breathing using a ventilator. So we supported her, and despite all those efforts, she progressively worsened. We had several meetings, consultations with the family, friends, and colleagues, and we sought second opinion. So the decision was arrived to seek second opinion. We tried to time it. It was not very easy, but we eventually successfully managed to get a moment, consulted our team in Nairobi, and they accepted to give it a go. So we airlifted her using an air ambulance to Nairobi Hospital with a goal to see if they can give her any other alternative treatment that we may not have here in Uganda. Unfortunately, due to the progressive nature of her critical illness at that point, she developed worsening breathing and eventually developed complications, organ damage, multiple organ failures, and unfortunately she passed on. So that is a very tough journey, very long journey in terms of her illness, but we couldn't manage to save her. And so she died basically of complications, multiple complications, which arose from the conditions which had been triggered by her chronic lung condition at that point. So this is what happened. I know we've had a lot of speculations. Please, I'm saying this because even to speak here, we had to make a lot of consultations. She was a very specific person to me. On several occasions, she indicated why we should not discuss her conditions. So we need to respect patients, dead or alive. It's our contract with patients. I had to seek the permission of the council, Medical Council of Uganda, to speak here. So I request that you allow me leave at this point, not to speak further on this matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Luzige, for that clarification, and that marks the end of the speculation. Children.
What she said about our relationship, she said I was her first love. I was her first doll that she played with. What I want to say about Mom was the fun side of Mom. She would just call us and would dance. She would want a Lingala tune or Jamila, and she would challenge us to all go Pakachini. She taught us how to okugaya karo, how to make sauce, and she also made sure that she told us to always be selfless. If we could try and emulate your mom, just to have just a quarter of you, will make you proud. Mami,
Yesu, Yesu, oli mwana gwandika, omusai, goodness is never
Thank you, Hope, for being very strong. Next will be the siblings, led by Mrs. Shearer, but before she comes up, she's requested a special tune, and I hope the people up there and the choir are ready to play it as she comes up.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. The church, the government, fellow mourners, my names are Charles Opio Walu. As mentioned, I am the young cousin to late Muzei Stanislas Okurut Abiao. I'm not going to make a long speech because I would like some of my time to be allotted to Professor Umaswa as one of the elders from TESO. In a nutshell, I met Mary in 1974. We were cohorts, 74 up to 77. Fortunately, again, we remained as teaching assistants in Makerere. And I was in Dagamashol Hall with the Honorable Kamateka. For her, she had a small place to stay near Lumumba Hall, and she would always visit Dagamashol Hall. Eventually, in 1980, when I went to Manchester University, I came back towards the end of 82. 83, when I visited my brother, he said, it is good you have come. We have a visitor here. Eventually, I saw Mary coming to the sitting room. I was overwhelmed. And Daddy said, we are going to marry your colleague. And eventually, we went to Bushenyi, performed the traditional marriage. And you people from Ankole know what it means. I went very early in the morning from Ankole Inn, where Daddy was with the late Mukwano, the late Sami Jangu, the late Robert Langot. 5 o'clock, 5:30, we were in the Karoro home. I had been loaded with some little money to perform that traditional ceremony, where people were running for the money. I grabbed Mommy and put her to the vehicle, and we brought her. And that's now, henceforth, Mommy got the name Okurut added to her name. Fellow mourners, Mommy, as stated, a unifying factor in the family. She did not segregate anybody. She loved the Teso community. Had it not been the rebellion, Mommy would have been a perfectionist in Ateso speaking. But still, she grasped some of the language, as some of you know. She did not divide the children, who and who. The children from the side of my brother, and the unity on purpose for all the children coming from even her family. We were together. A unifier. And she loved the music, by the way. That's why in some of her attire in the head, she loved Mbilia Bell, Kijo, this lady of South Africa. And she loved the music. That's why even she copied that attire of putting those things on the head. I would like to reiterate the fact that Mama loved my brother so much, to the extent that I nearly even also got arrested during the rebellion trying to take some medicine to Musei. Because of her, she was always pushing me. You can go there, ride a bicycle and reach your brother. But we have lost her. As mentioned here, we didn't know Mommy had a problem of the lungs. We did not know. She was very secretive. But she has gone. God knew the time of her passing. All of us are going to join her. I don't want to speak much, but there are certain things my mother left in pursuit. We lost property. The family lost property. She has been trying to pursue it. I would like to have a chance, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, give me a chance and I will visit and talk. We lost property. We have not yet got it back. I don't want to say much, but I would like my mentor, my papa, to give a word. Thank you very much. May her soul rest in eternal peace.